Teaching your child to wipe their bottom is similar to teaching them any new skill. Step 1. It's to determine the reason that they're not doing the skill yet. Is it because they can't or that they won't? You can check this by offering or tempting them with their favorite thing and seeing if they can do the skill. So for example, if they love the iPad, ask them to first wipe their bottom and then they can play on the iPad. Otherwise, if they can't do the skill, this indicates that you need to teach them how to do the skill. Step 2. When they're performing the skill, so when they're sitting on the toilet trying to wipe their bottom, take note of every single skill they do and the different steps that they're having trouble with. So for example, is it hard for them to get the toilet paper, or is it hard for them to actually wipe? Step number 4, write down a sequence of all of the different steps involved in the skill that you're trying to teach. So for example, when you're teaching wiping bottom, you might think about step number 1, reaching around, getting the toilet paper, pulling it, tearing it, scrunching it, reaching around, wipe, check, drop. Now, there's no right or wrong number of steps, and it's going to depend on your child, how much you need to keep breaking it down into tiny little parts or not. Step 5, now it's time to begin teaching. First thing you need to do is identify a reward or something that you're going to use to motivate them to learn this new skill. It could be a toy or a little treat. Then you're going to deliver a first, then instruction. So that might be first wipe your bottom, then we can play cars. It's possible that for each step of the sequence, you might need to support, teach, or prompt your child with different ways to help them learn exactly what you're expecting. So for example, if you're teaching them how to pull the paper, one option is you might show them, model it to them. That means you would say, look, this is how you get your paper. Pull it like this. Or maybe you can use a verbal prompt or a tell them. So that might just mean you might say, oh, pull the paper, get some paper. Or finally, if those are not helpful for your child, you might give them even more support, such as helping them do it themselves. So you might stand behind them, put your hands over their hands and show them, here like this, pull some toilet paper. Then you'll repeat this for each step of the toileting sequence, and then when they're done, you'll provide them with the reward. Over time, with each step, you're going to help your child less and less and less until they can start to do it independently. The long-term goal is that your child is going to be able to complete all of the steps of the new skill without any support.